So you might be a little confused, like, what do you mean, like, dominating at fishing without even trying? And if you're new to the channel, basically, my name's Nate Perry, and I just make videos about life, business, things like that, but mainly for fishing guides who want to grow their business. And when I say that you can dominate at fishing while hardly trying, that's a pretty bold claim. Now, what I mean by that, let me explain a little bit more. I mean that after time passes, and like if you've ever watched any of my videos before, you know that I'm an advocate for like actually just doing things and like putting effort forward. But the good news is that after some time passes, especially when you're in like a local town and stuff. Now, if you're in like Miami or something, perhaps it's a lot harder. But like I'm just in like, there's a small port that I go out of. It's called Lexington. Like 1,000 people live there, like year-round residents, and then it grows to like 3,000 in the summer. But you can really, really build a local brand, like fairly easily, like in the matter of like 2 to 3 years maybe. And what I mean by that is like when I go in places and stuff now, like I'm like the fishing guy. And that's like what you want people to like, when they see you, they like identify you with your service. And yeah, that's kind of like where it has gotten. And it's like people that I haven't even saw. Like yesterday I was at this bonfire, and I haven't even saw this guy since I graduated from high school. And he's like, oh, hey, how's the charters going? And I'm like, I've never even told them about that. So like somehow like word of mouth just gets around, and then like they associate your face with your business. And that's just really, then you don't have to be as aggressive with marketing, and you don't have to be doing a bunch of outreach and doing a bunch of, different forms of advertising and stuff like that, because you have your personal brand and your local brand. And when I say like personal brand, it doesn't mean you have to be like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or some like movie star or something. You can just have a local brand. And I'm sure you can think of people in your local area that might have a brand or something like that. And yeah, not to even mention too, passive advertising is about the best word that I can think of it. I just thought up of that on the spot. But I have done a lot of advertising over the years, and not only does every single piece of advertisement material, penetrate the market in the way that like people will remember it more next time they see it, hopefully, if you do it right. But I try to do things where when I do them, they stick around for a long time. So just like how, like with this channel, like my goal with this channel is to give away a bunch of information for free to help fishing guides grow their business, so that hopefully they want to join my community and where I can help them grow their business and we can go a little bit deeper together. Like that's the goal. And YouTube is a pretty high leverage opportunity for that, because I can make this video right now and then it stays on my channel for years. And there's videos that I've watched on YouTube that were posted 8 years ago and they're still very valuable. So things like that where you do it once and then it just keeps like working for you over time. It's the same thing with different advertisements. So just to give you one real quick, I've put out a bunch of signs. Like if you don't know, like I have over 1,200 signs out in my area, like in a 100-mile radius from where I fish. And what that is like, it was hard work. Like I had to go out there for like a couple years in the springtime and just put out signs, 20 a day, 50 a day, and things like that, and staple them up. And I probably pulled the staple gun so many times by hand that I felt like I had carpal tunnel. But the point is now, like I can go months without putting up any new signs and I still get a bunch of calls from them. And it's because they're still there. They're still every day. I mean, imagine how many, like there's, just why I've been talking to you in the last 4 or 5 minutes, there's been hundreds of cars that have driven past my signs, I'm sure, if you add up all of them. And that's where things start to get really powerful, is when you have passive advertising strategies like that and build up a local brand reputation, that's when you can just really focus on the product and the delivery and like actually managing the business. And like it starts to get like really I feel like special's too mushy, but like it starts to get really interesting because everything that you're used to doing like over the past few years, it starts to shift and your focus starts to get directed on more like management stuff rather than just like the actual like hardcore nose to the grindstone advertising and stuff.